Hi everyone, welcome to this latest video which is going to be sharing my current makeup favourites. Now makeup isn't something that I wear every day, but I do like to play with different types of makeup and wear makeup sometimes, so these are some of the favourite items that I like to use. So starting out with BB creams, and I actually have two, but one of them is more like a primer than a BB cream, and this is the PACIFICA ALIGHT BB cream. So as you can see, it comes in a tube, and I've actually used most of this. It does say that it's for all skin types, for all skin tones, so it's not a particularly strong colour. It doesn't have a high tint. It doesn't really add much coverage. What it does add is some glow. It has a little bit of kind of illuminating shimmer within that. Not glitter, but just a little bit of a sheen. And it also makes your skin feel really nice and smooth. So I use this as a sort of primer to illuminate my skin underneath my makeup, and I really enjoy using this product. The second BB cream that I want to talk about is a new one to me, but I've been trying this out for the last few days and I really like it. It's from a brand called MOSSA, and this is their Skin Perfector 5-in-1 Sheer Coverage BB Nude Tinting Moisturiser. It's in soft beige. So this is more of a sort of skincare item than a makeup item. It has hyaluronic acid, which really helps to hydrate the skin, and also has antioxidants within there. It doesn't have an SPF, so you would need to use an SPF moisturiser underneath this, but if you're looking for something that just adds a little bit of colour, this does add more coverage, I find, than some of the other BB creams that I've found. It's not like a foundation, it's not going to have high coverage like foundation, but if you just want a little bit to help to even out your skin tone, cover any redness, calm down any blemishes in terms of not making them as visible, then this is something that I find is really good, and it's a good sort of all day everyday kind of item. This is something that I'd wear, you know, I wouldn't be afraid to wear this when I was going to the gym, but I may well do a more detailed review of this. But so far I'm really liking this. It's also really good value for a BB cream. Now, one item that I don't wear every time that I wear makeup, but if I want to look a little bit more perfected, I will do, is a concealer. And the concealer that I like to use is the RMS Beauty Uncover Up. So this RMS Beauty Uncover Up comes in a little pot. You can see it's a little glass pot, and inside is a cream concealer product. Mine's actually got a few brush hairs, as you can probably see, because I do tend to apply this with a brush. This is quite high coverage, so it will cover over any blemishes and it will help conceal dark circles. Nothing's going to completely cover my dark circles, but that's fine. I tend to wear this one underneath a foundation. It is quite heavy in terms of the way that it looks on the skin, so it kind of sits on the skin rather than blending into the skin even after I've kind of buffed it in. So I tend to find that I need to use a powder on top of this just to help to set it a little bit. Otherwise it does kind of settle into any skin that's not perfectly smooth, so any fine lines, things like that. If you were looking for something to help cover, then this is a really nice product, and although it's just a tiny pot, you know, it's only a very small pot, it does last a long time because you only need to use a tiniest amount. So in 2017, I finally tried my first loose powder mineral foundation, and I am a complete convert. I absolutely love the way that my skin looks with powder foundation now. My favourite is the PHB. So it comes in this little pot. I use the PHB Kabuki brush that came with this set. It's a really nice little one with a lid, and it really helps to buff in the foundation into the skin. And what I really like is I was able to try a small size pot of this before I invested in the full size to make sure that it was the right colour match. So that's a really good tip for checking out different shades if you're not 100% sure which shade you will be. This one is a really good match for my skin, and my skin is fair, but it has olive undertones, and that can be quite difficult to find a foundation that will suit that type of skin tone. You only need a tiny amount again, so I think this will last for quite a long time. I've had it for probably about 4 months now, and I do tend to wear this on the days that I wear makeup. It helps to smooth your skin, and what I find is that although it does definitely add coverage, and it really helps to kind of cover any redness, any dark circles, any blemishes, but it just looks like skin. And I know that's such a cliche thing to say about foundation, but it really does look very natural. I've had a number of compliments on my skin when I've been wearing this foundation, and it's something that it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. Obviously you're not wearing a lot of makeup, it just sort of perfects what's already there, and I really like this. I also find that it lasts well. I sometimes get oiliness towards the end of the day, and I don't tend to get that with this powder, but I also don't get any dryness either, so it doesn't sit on the skin. It just really perfects skin, and I can't recommend it highly enough. It's a fantastic product. I have also tried the Lily Lolo and the INIKA powder foundations. I found that they didn't blend as well into my skin. This PHB one is the one that I would definitely recommend if you do have combination skin. I have dry patches and sometimes they get oily, and this seems to be perfect for managing those different skin types. So this is definitely my standout foundation. Now in terms of blush, I do like to wear a little bit of blush, but I don't like to wear anything too bold, and I recently discovered one from PACIFICA which I absolutely love because it really fits my way of wanting to wear makeup, and it's the PACIFICA Blushious, and I went for the shade Camellia. So as you can see, it's a sort of pinky peach tone, and it has a little bit of shimmer, nothing too much. It gives you a hint of flush. I don't need too much blush because I get embarrassed quite easily and I flush quite easily anyway, so I don't need too much help in that department. This just adds just a little bit of dimension, a little bit of colour to the cheeks, and I really like it. I also like how compact it is. It's perfect for travel, and it's quite a nice, easy product to use. So really great product, and it's also a reasonable price, and I love PACIFICA. Again, as with all of these items, it's cruelty free brand. They also have this in another tone which I think is for darker skin tones, but I'll make sure to include the link to these items in the description box below. This one, as I mentioned, is Camellia, and it's perfect for fair skin tones. Now for highlight, I've been tending not to really wear highlight very much, but I do sometimes like to add a little bit of sheen to the top of my cheekbones, and I recently discovered one from PIXI which actually was an item in my advent calendar. So this is the PIXI by Petra Blush Duo. This is in the shade Peach Honey, and as you can see there are two different shades within this product. So there is the slightly darker, more sort of peach shade, and a lighter golden highlight colour. You could obviously just use one side of these, or you can swirl them together, which is what I tend to do, and just add a little bit on the top of my cheekbones. Again, you only need the tiniest of amounts. It's not anything that's going to give you a whole load of shimmer, but if you just want a little bit of sheen, then this is a product that's really nice. Now I have deep set hooded eyes, so I don't tend to wear eyeshadow because you often can't really see my eyelids, and obviously I wear glasses quite a lot of the time as well. So I don't tend to bother with eyeshadow, but one item that I've discovered this year has really changed that a little bit, in that I started to wear a little bit of eyeshadow in a certain way. So this item is again from PHB, and it is a pressed mineral eyeshadow in the colour Almond. And as you can see, it's a sort of cream colour, as you might expect from Almond, and it has a little bit of shimmer. Some people also use this as a highlight. Now, the way that I use this is I actually use this on the inner corner of my eye, just a tiny little amount, and it just brightens my eyes and makes me look more awake, which is always good for me. So I really like to just apply a little tiny bit of this. I think using it in this way means it will last for a long time. You can also use it all over the eyelid, or you can use it just to highlight the middle of the eyelid if you have a more intricate look with different colours on. It's a really nice neutral colour that can be used in lots of different ways. Now, mascara. I do tend to wear mascara on a slightly more regular basis, and the one that I'm using at the moment is the PHB Natural Beauty Mascara. This mascara is a multi-purpose mascara, so it lengthens, it defines, and it volumizes as well. This is in the black shade. You can also get it in a dark brown, but I really like this. The thing that I love about it is how it really is useful for just an everyday natural look. It doesn't look too heavy. However, if you layer it up, you can get it to that effect where it looks more dramatic. I find that I can wear this out and about without it smudging or flaking. I've also worn this in the gym and it has been totally fine, and I do tend to sweat in the gym. but it hasn't rubbed or flaked at all. I can't recommend it highly enough. I think it's a really versatile product. It also is highly recommended by many other people, so I can be quite confident in the fact that it isn't just me that this mascara works for. It's a great product. So now moving on to lips. Now I don't tend to wear lipstick on a regular basis. However, I received a lipstick in a beauty box earlier in 2017 and it is from INIKA, and it's the one that I'm actually wearing on my lips today, and I really, really love this lipstick. It's called Naked Kiss, and as you can tell it has a little bit of a sort of metallic sheen, and you might be able to see that on my lips as well. It looks like it's going to be quite a deep colour. I don't know if it's the natural colour of my lips that means that it isn't, but I find that it's quite a natural thing that I can wear. It does have that slight metallic sheen, but I actually really like that. I don't like anything that's too matte on my lips. It's very moisturising. I don't find that it dries my lips out in any way, and this is one that I've been wearing quite a lot since I received this in the beauty box. But on an everyday basis, I don't tend to wear lipstick. What I do tend to wear is a lot of lip balm. My lips are quite dry, and so I use lip balm on a very regular basis, and I use a deep moisturising lip balm every night as well. My favourites, and I could talk to death about these, I've recommended them to so many people, the PACIFICA Colour Quench Lip Tint, and I have a blog post with all of the different shades of these with photographs of me wearing each of the shades, which I'll make sure to link to below. So they don't add a whole lot of colour, but they do add a little bit of colour, and they each do have a different type of colour. So some of them are more natural, some of them are a little bit more sheeny, some of them are darker than others, and there are 5 in total in the range, as I mentioned and just showed you, and I'll make sure to include the link to my blog review. My current favourite is Guava Berry. Each of them are also scented in a certain way, and I really like the scent of this Guava Berry. It's also the closest to my natural lip colour, so I find this is great for just applying whenever. Any of them you can apply, well, I apply without a mirror. You don't need to be checking on how they're looking because they are quite a sort of natural lip tint. But I find the other thing that I love about these is how moisturising they are. They stay on the lips for a really long time. I find that with quite a lot of lip balms that I use, they almost disappear pretty much straight away. These really stick around, so they're great for when you want to wear something for a longer time that's going to keep your lips moisturised, particularly at this time of year when it's drier anyway. These are a standout product for me. Some might say they're not really makeup, but I wear them as makeup, so that's why I've included them in this video. And my final item are a couple of they are lip balms, but they're a little bit more glossy. And interestingly, I didn't realise until I just said that, but they are from Glossier, so that kind of makes sense. So these are the Glossier BALM.com, and there are about 5 of these in the range. I only have these 2. And I like them for different reasons. So the first one is that I had was the birthday one. This has a little bit of glitter in it actually, so it does have a little bit of shimmer. What I love about this one in particular is the scent. It's like birthday cake, and it's so nice. And then the cherry one is a tinted one, so this adds a little bit of a red tint, and again just a sort of little bit of a glossy look on the lips. It's nothing too shiny, it is more of a sort of lip balm than a lip gloss, but I really like these, and again they stick around for quite a long time, so I really like to wear these. The one downside of these, they're in a tube, they're quite thick balm and it can be quite difficult to get out. I'm also finding that it is wearing away. I don't mind that it's wearing away the look of the tube, but it does seem to be adding some stress on the corners, and in the past when I've had products in tubes like this, sometimes the tube has split. So I've only had these for a couple of months, so I'll be keeping an eye out on how they're doing, but I really like the effects that these give, and I also really like how they feel on the lips as well. I do have a code to get you a discount on Glossier. I'll make sure to include that in the description box if you're interested in purchasing anything from Glossier. So that's everything in my current makeup favourites. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you'd like to see more of this type of video, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!